Now, you may bristle at this because I totally understand that it's hard when you think about people having authority over you, because you think of them as telling you what to do. And raise your hand if you really like to be told what to do. No, nobody's raising their hand. Nobody likes to be told what to do. Even when it came to this whole pandemic part, when people were saying you need to wear your masks. That was a thing where even I bristled at and said, why? What's going on? And I dug into it. I'm like, what is happening? And even when I put it on the first time, I thought, oh, I don't like people telling me what to do. This is a hard question, and if you don't realize that you are struggling with it right now, you're going to have issues with Jesus. You're going to have issues with Jesus if you don't realize that you are struggling with this question right now. Who holds authority over you? So to get an answer, we're not going to go to the internet, we're not going to go to our friends, we're not going to go anywhere except Scripture. We're going to go to Scripture. So here it says we're going to go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. This is from the Ten Commandments. This is commandment in our numbering system, commandment number 4. This is what God says to do to be a part of a community. To live well in relationship with Him and well in relationship with other people. And this is the first commandment that He gives that talks about your relationship with other people. The first 3 are all about you and God together. This is the first one that He says. This is the primary one. The primary understanding of your relationship with people in this world is all about authority. It's all about authority. Honor your father and mother. Then you will live a long, full life in the land the Lord your God has given you. This seems really simple, right? Honor, obey, listen to your father and your mother. And God even gives a blessing. He says, if you do this, you're going to live a long life in the land that He has given you. He doesn't do this with the other commandments. He doesn't give a blessing if you follow. He just says, do not murder, do not steal. But this one, He says, life will go well if you do this. Because He knew that authority would be one of the main issues in our lives. He knew that in this world where we think that we have control of things, we want to be in control of others as well as ourselves. Honor your father and mother. Now, you may say, Pastor John, I didn't have a father. Or I didn't grow up with a mother. How can I honor them? Is this being really so specific? And I'm going to tell you today that this intention of this commandment was not just to be so specific to fathers and mothers. This was about authority. This was about anybody in whatever structures we live in, whatever society was going to be built. This was about living under authority, to honor the authorities that are over you. Primarily, it would be the people in your initial household, right? When you're a child, your father, your mother, grandparents, whoever is there who is teaching you. But then it extends outward, right? When you go to school, who stands in the place of your father and mother? It's your teachers, your principal, all those people. So are you to honor them as well? Yes. What other areas of life do we see this play out? Well, this is where we talk about government. This is where we talk about the areas of authority that are over us, about police officers, about people in political positions, where they are there to serve the common good. They're there to serve the people that they have called and been elected to serve. They've been given authority over us. And so we honor them. And so we listen. Now in America today, this is a fascinating question because our form of government is begins the authority with the people. It begins with us. The authority is with us, and we give it together, either through elections or through appointments or through hire, whatever it is, to other people so that they can keep all of us, safe, healthy, prosperous, whatever it is, whatever our common goals are. So who really holds the authority? In America, if we get back down to it, it's really us when it comes to our political system. We hold the authority, and that's why I think it's so hard for us to do things like, we bristle at the idea of wearing a mask or being told what to do by anyone. Because we know that in the system, we hold all of the authority. What is God asking us to do? When we go back to Scripture, what is He asking us to do? He's asking us to honor those who we together have said have authority over us. Listen, honor, so that it will go well.